Okay, to prove question 7, we're going to write a two-column proof. And we're given that C is the midpoint of line segment XY. As soon as you see midpoint, you should be thinking segment congruency. Okay, so C is the midpoint of line segment XY that's given. And from that, C is the midpoint of XY. We are going to say that line segment XC is congruent to line segment YC by definition of midpoint. Okay, so right now we have a side, okay, congruent statement. We also know that line segment BX is congruent to line segment AC. Also, EY is perpendicular. I don't know if I said congruent, I meant perpendicular. These are perpendicular. Perpendicular by definition means they intersect to form right angles, and all right angles are congruent. So we are going to fudge this a little bit. If you see here BX, AC being perpendicular, giving us a right angle here at point X. And then here, line segment EY is perpendicular to line segment CD, giving us a right angle here. So what we're going to say, and we are going to, this is a little bit of a fudge, we're going to say that angle BXC is congruent to angle EYC. Okay, and we're going to say that's because all right angles are congruent. Now the reason we're fudging this a little bit is because we would have to say by definition of perpendicular these would be right angles, and then add in that all right angles are congruent. Okay, so right now we have XY and YC, and we have this angle congruent to this angle, so we have an angle. And the next thing I see, because we need another angle or side, I see these vertical angles right here. Okay, so I'm going to say that angle XCB is congruent. If we went from X to C to B, let's go YCE by definition of vertical angles. And what we have is 3 congruent statements, 2 angles and a side. And let's make sure our order is correct. We have angle here, side, angle. We have angle, side, angle. So these triangles, which we're trying to prove, triangle CXB is congruent to triangle CYE by the angle, side, angle congruence postulate. And that's how you prove question number